Hey guys, we're back. Special unboxing. A little surprise. What do we have in here? Let's see what's inside. You may notice this golden box. Look at that. Yellow gold offshore Royal Oak ALYX edition. It's pronounced ALYX, not ALYX, ALYX. Only 78 pieces, 76 pieces in the world. There will only be 76 pieces ever made of this watch. We have one. This is the brick. You may not be familiar with it. Super nice, has open case back. There's no numbers. There's no indicators. This is brutalism at its finest. One thing that's super cool is the dial matches the brushed finish of the bezel and the watch. It aligns with the brushed finish of the bezel though. That it continues. It's like a continuation of brushed yellow gold that just so happens to just really have a unique look to it. Now, look at this box. This is when you know you got a special edition AP. You got Audemars Piguet, 1017 ALYX 9SM. The name ALYX is actually, it's named after Williams's daughter. Williams being the designer of ALYX. The number 1017 is a reference to Williams's birthday, October 17th. And 9SM is an abbreviation of the brand's founding studio address in St. Mark's Place, New York City. I bet you wouldn't have guessed that. I can always appreciate a good story of, a brand's name or where those ideas come from. Putting this watch on, there's no heftier piece. This is not under the radar. This is not a low-key watch. This is like Arnold Schwarzenegger on your wrist is what it feels like. Kind of makes you feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Brutalism. I really like that term, brutalism. It's a style of architecture characterized by deliberate plainness, crudity, or violence of imagery. Wow. The term was first applied to functionalists' buildings of the 1950s and 1960s that made much use of steel and concrete in starkly massive blocks. So, a deliberate plainness is something that you clearly get from this watch. There's no subdials. There's no numbers. There's no indices. It's a chrono. You have the three, what would be the three subdials. You just have three indicators. You have the date and the time, the hour and minute marker. Those have a glow-in-the-dark situation going on. And you have the seconds hand. So hour, minute, seconds hand mixed in with the subdials, which I guess are seconds, minutes, and hours. And then you have the 1017 ALYX 9SM on the bottom. This watch, I can't tell the time. Can you? This is going to give me a headache. I don't think this watch is made to tell the time or to time anything. You can't use the stopwatch on this thing. Let's try it. Well, that's pretty cool though. The way it resets, all of the markers like go up to the top at the same time. That's pretty cool. But there's no way to time. How do you know what minute or hour your chrono is on? This is a statement because it's basically saying like, I don't really care about using my stopwatch, but I have the stopwatch capability here. The chrono offshore Royal Oak brick. This is a statement piece. You're wearing this to be seen. You're wearing this to flex. You're wearing this to like practice your bicep weight here. It's very heavy. Maybe too heavy. This box here. This comes with a special edition certificate. Not going to show you the movement number. Want to keep that a secret. But if you purchase it, of course, you'll get to see that. One thing about these pieces, these super limited special edition pieces, AP does keep track of who owns these. So, you know, us being a secondary market dealer, so discretion is key. You know, with all of our clients, whether you're buying from us or you're selling to us, we keep things confidential. You know, this isn't a talk about things business. This is, we're dealing with big pieces, a lot of money. Not everyone likes to be known. And one of the things about AP special editions, along with Patek and Rolex, they keep an eye on where these pieces are going, who's listing them. So we have to be very select on who we can sell this to. This is not going to someone that is going to resell it. This needs to go to an end user. Maybe it can be you. If you're looking for this super exclusive, no one's going to have this watch. Well, find me an AP ALYX yellow gold offshore and give me a call and tell me you found one. I'd love to hear it, because I know how hard this is to get. There's only 76 of these. I have one right here. We have it. Web3 watch plug, on-demand Lux. Any kind of special edition you want, we can find it. We have our global dealer networks. We can source things in 2, 3, 4 days. I mean, this might, maybe not this one in 2 days, but you know, it's very rare and it's beautiful. I would probably have to say you need a certain wrist size to be able to pull this off. I think I could rock this. I think I could get away with it. I'm not sure. I mean, it's not an everyday watch. This is the brick, man. You know, it's got its own name. It's a legendary piece, infamous piece. The stainless steel was called the Beast originally, and now the yellow gold is the brick. So you got the brutalism situation going on here, which I totally dig. A deliberate plainness. Again, there's no numbers. There's nothing on the dial. Royal Oak self-winding chronograph, limited edition of 76. Designed by international fashion designer Matthew Williams, who has put the focus on timeless elegance and understated sophistication. There's nothing understated about this watch. This isn't a watch. This is a piece of art. Straight up. That's what you're buying. A beautiful piece of art made of gold. For the sneakerheads that are watching, ALYX might be ringing a bell. You might recognize that name. And yes, he has done quite a few collaborations, and one being with Nike, among many others. 42 millimeters is doable. The problem is the thickness is 15.3 millimeters. This is an offshore, and it's solid gold. So it's heavy, it's bulky, water resistant to 100 meters. It's 300 feet. So you could go, you definitely could go swimming with this. I don't really like taking my gold watches into the salt water or to the beach, but you can if you're going to the pool parties at, you know, the Hyde, whatever other pool parties are going on in South Beach. Like, yeah, rock this to any of those. If you're that kind of guy, which, you know, I've done it before. The dial has vertical satin finishing, which matches the bezel. It's completely aligned. When you hit it on the right angle, they all shine together, the dial and the bezel and the case. It's like a harmonious reflection. I like that. A harmonious reflection. Can I coin that term or description? Let's go, baby. The bracelet, 18 karat yellow gold, AP folding clasp, additional black rubber strap. That's in here. If I can open the box. Okay, you got the rubber strap. The new AP models have this quick release. This is so easy. This is like an easy disconnect bracelet. Just like that. 2 little clicks. Look at the head. It's pretty cool. This is great. So if you want to put the rubber strap on, it's real simple. You just click it in. I'll show you. Just like that. Snap, snap. I can't believe how easy this is. I'm not moving from this desk without taking the watch off. You will see it on camera. This is brand new, never been worn, only for the video for about 10 minutes. Okay? All right. The strap, you know, I kind of dig it on the strap. This is very, it's a lot. This is a lot. And it's heavy as shit. So I probably would put it on the rubber band situation here. And it's got a solid gold buckle. All right, so Matthew Williams, he's the founder of the brand 1017 ALYX 9SM. 1017 ALYX 9SM. I mean, it doesn't really sound like a brand name, but Matthew Williams is definitely like one of the most praised designers in the last decade. And he really likes to play with materials that are high quality, innovative, and highly technical to develop surprising and disruptive creations. Yo, Matthew, congrats. This is a pretty disruptive creation. I mean, this is a discussion piece for sure. I mean, you're gonna love it or hate it. Either way, I do appreciate it. It's like nothing I've seen before. A harmonious reflection of the satin brushed finished throughout the entire watch, adhering to a holistic, sustainable approach. Okay. All right, AP. Listen, I'm a little concerned about all these collabs you're doing. All right? Be careful. We don't want too many collabs where there's a collab every quarter, every season. 76 pieces is something to talk about. Probably going to be worth more later on. The resolutely modern collection is composed of several Royal Oak and Royal Oak Offshore references. Oh, dude, there was one of these. There was a two-tone ALYX AP that was auctioned for $1 million. One of one. I mean, now you're talking rare. When there's only one that's ever going to be made and it was auctioned for $1 million, that's probably a way to hype a new collection, a limited new collection collab. And I mean, it's a good job for marketing, but it's a bridge between the fashion and hot horology. I like it. I'd maybe go for the Royal Oak instead of the Offshore. If you're a bigger guy, you know, this would be for you. Matthew Williams did quote, "A collaboration like this allows for me to explore and extend my knowledge to another area of excellence." You did that, Matthew. Congrats. I really like the watch. This retails for $115,000 in the store, plus tax and fees, whatever. Let's say 120 something thousand dollars. Market price. I wouldn't say there's too high of a premium on this, considering its rarity and limited supply of only 76 that will ever be made. So if you're in the 160 range, 30% premium, I'd say that's probably fair. I mean, I've seen much worse. So, and it all depends on what this Matthew Williams of ALYX does for the future of his collection and his career, right? Like, what if ALYX falls off and it isn't as cool as it is now? Is it still like that special to be wearing this watch? Things to keep in mind, you know, especially when you're talking about investing or spending this kind of money in a timepiece. I would take this more as a art acquisition more than an investment. Okay, that's how you got to play with these. So each model is fitted with a sapphire crystal caseback, opens onto the oscillating weight that has been specially developed for these limited editions. 22 karat yellow or white gold. It features an engraving of the 1017 ALYX 9SM signature, as well as the indication of the winding force and of the rotor weight, a nod to the technical references indicated by Matthew Williams on his buckles. That's pretty cool. So, in conclusion, it's a badass watch. If you got the balls to rock this, you know, congrats. You got the wrist presence. This is heavy duty, big boy piece. It's the brick. And it's a limited edition, 76 pieces. Matthew Williams will be a legendary designer for culture for years to come. You got the brutalism look, and that's about it. Web3 watch plug, on-demand Lux. Click the like. I know you liked the video. Subscribe, hit the bell. On-demand Lux, Web3 watch plug. Peace.